Take That Hill is a simple, entry-level manual war game in which players take command of a rifle platoon facing an entrenched enemy section occupying key terrain. Facing challenges of distance, time and opposition, the blue player needs to achieve victory by capturing the hill, while the red player tries to stop them. Originally produced by Professor Phil Sabin of King's College, Take That Hill was further developed by Fight Club International to introduce wargaming concepts to new players. The game uses a simple hex encounter, 4-phase turn system and 6-sided dice to simulate low-level infantry tactics. Advanced rules add tactical depth and new mechanics covering direct and indirect fire support, obscuration, enemy depth positions, mines and low wire entanglement. Although it's fun, wargaming also adds serious capability to army. Take That Hill requires players to make tactical decisions as they seek to fire and manoeuvre their platoon into an assault position adjacent to the hill while keeping the enemy suppressed.
On your enemy, we've taken the hill.
We've taken the hill.
With supporting materials for instructional staff, the game is perfect to use for professional military education. Follow the link to access a full guide to gameplay and supporting resources. Take That Hill uses a simple hex encounter system to simulate low-level infantry tactics. Players may choose which of the advanced features they want to incorporate after they have mastered the basic mechanics of the game. In this game, we're going to include blue fire support in the form of a flanking rifle platoon and general purpose machine gun section. These don't require any further game pieces. We'll also include additional red defences in the form of mines and depth positions. The red player randomly chooses 3 mine counters and decides where to position them. The red player also randomly chooses 2 depth counters and decides where to position them. 3 blue sections are placed at one end of the board, while the red enemy section is placed on the hill. Blue needs to manoeuvre a section onto the hill within 10 turns while sustaining a minimum number of hits or potential casualties in order to win the game. Each turn consists of 4 phases: movement, firefight, rally, and enemy action. Blue needs to decide which section or sections to move, but once a section moves, it remains spent for the rest of the turn and cannot fire or move again until it rallies.
Platoon headquarters comes forward. 2 section will move up, becomes spent.
For fire support from a flanking rifle platoon, the blue player must roll a 6 from 3 tries.
1. 6. Suppressed.
So my team is suppressed. Spent for this
Very
turn.
good.
Blue now needs to try to rally the spent sections.
HQ automatically comes up, and 3 section will come up. So it needs 2 or higher. 2 section.
Red would now return fire, but in this instance, it can only rally because it received a hit.
Okay, round 2.
Again, the blue player begins with fire support from a flanking rifle platoon, needing to roll a 6. If fire support is successful, there is no need for organic fire. Platoon headquarters rallies automatically. Any section that is adjacent to the platoon headquarters requires a 2 to rally, while any section that is further away requires a 3. Again, the red player is unable to return fire due to being hit. Let's now cut to the beginning of the 5th turn. At this stage, the blue player doesn't know how many mines are hidden beneath each mine counter.
We know that that's...
Do you enter the minefield?
Yeah, do I? Of course I will. I'm going to move my 2 section on to the minefield. Because my 2 section, my gun section, my rifle platoon will not be shooting on, giving that cover. I'm going to use my other 2 sections to back up cover. Shall we see what the mine value is?
We shall. So the mine that you've just stepped on
Ooh,
has
dummy.
a dummy, so it has
What
no
luck.
effect. No effect from the dummy mine.
The blue player decides that the section accompanying platoon headquarters will fire on the enemy. To achieve a hit, the blue player must roll a number that is 1 higher than the number of hexes between the firer and the target. Because the blue sections are close to their objective, the red player has flipped their depth counters to reveal that there is 1 enemy depth position. Blue now fires on that depth position. Remember, platoon headquarters rallies automatically, together with its accompanying section. The blue player rolls to try to refresh the other sections. It's especially important for 3 section to rally, because it's now in a position to move onto the hill, which would win the game for the blue player. Because the enemy and its only supporting depth position has been hit, it is unable to return fire and can only rally. The blue player is victorious.
On your enemy, we've taken the hill.
We've taken the hill.
Shall we discuss what I could have done better or what we could have done better? I think rolling up with a full wall is definitely advantageous if I try to fall in behind my HQ to give the benefit of always rolling 2s for my backup. But unfortunately you get less fire, so...
Well, it helped having snipers in your team.
I think I was very lucky I came in with my 2 section on the dummy side. Had I didn't get any hits this time around, but...
Yeah, it was my double dummy side. Like, there was nothing on that side at all.
Yeah.
Kind of hoping that you were going
Do
to...
you think you could have put your depth on your one side to kind of counter a weak point of a dummy mine?
Definitely, but I was kind of hoping you were going to come up that way and I was trying to make it double as hard for you on that side, but it didn't work out this time. Next time, maybe.
Next time.